Why is this girl so mean?
She's not mean. She thinks she's mean when she makes him do interviews. Okay, sweet. Now,
What is your name? What is your name?
What is your name? What happens for you when you play music and you get the acoustical response of that, and why is it so important to you? What does it do for you?
From what just happened, I don't know really. It's just it's kind of like the more in tune one can be, the more one aligns with the sound, the more one can raise oneself off the earth until one is flying. It's an entrainment thing. And we can do that together. It's intonation. It creates this extraordinary leverage and lifting experience. So it's a high. It's that same thing of leaving tones in spaces. That's why I'm so into public spaces, and it really is not the same ecstatic feeling when I do a walkabout. A walkabout's basically about the physical endurance of it and the full voice roaring experience of it. It's different. The going out there and is my blessing, and doing a walkabout is a blessing too. But they're two different parts.
What's the difference?
One's the roaring. It's almost a forceful love.
Yeah.
Forcing my love on people, and this is for me. The resonance is I'm so in that lifting, the leverage, the levitation of tones, sitting in the tones and letting them carry me up into up. And the more resonant the space is, the higher one can go.
Yeah.
It's like that space that we were in that church where the women wouldn't. She is not allowing that.
No.
She bars that experience.
She doesn't get it.
Made it sad.
Is music what gives you like a reason to live? Is it that important to you?
It's important. It's as I've become more devotional and more and honor the gift that was given, that I gained through having this body, through having my life, and I become more devotional. I become more and more aware that the only and the most important thing is to exercise that devotion and that gift. There's nothing more important to me. There's not. I can't say that. Oh yeah, let me have a car. It will make me happy. A car won't make me even close to as happy as just singing as what just happened.
Why? Because
it's mechanical. It doesn't. There, my spirit is doing it, and there it's just I'm being moved around by this machine. It doesn't do the same thing. Nothing, and really nothing does outside of self. That is the specialness of it, and to have that available to me all the time is extraordinary.
Do you feel like you would die without it? if you can express yourself that way.
Well, I'm facing that now. It's like, how long can my voice last? Because it really is quite extraordinary how long my voice is lasting right now. I'm amazed. It's not it's not buckling, it's not hurting, it's not anything. It's just, I can go out and walk about and do roaring through the streets, and I come home and I barely have any recovery voice time. I have physical. And how is that?
No idea.
I mean, when did your mother lose her voice? It's
She was
just
50.
like many years later, I am still singing.
20 years later, and you're still singing like an angel.
Yeah, it's strange.
When I met you, you were 54 years old, and you were singing like a god. I mean, and I knew you weren't young. You were 4 years older than my mother was when she lost her voice. Isn't that insane?
Yeah, I know that's one of the things that made her sad. It's
Yeah,
one of the
she never
things
talked about it.
she never did.
No.
And I wanted to know what happened. I wanted to know what her feelings were, and did anybody ask her?
I don't think so. I think she couldn't talk about it.
That would be some hard stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I love singing. I want to be able to sing till death. That's the truth.
I think you will be.
It would be the greatest blessing I could ever have hoped for, and I somehow feel that I'm destined for that. I don't know why. It's just because of the honor that I've given and the devotion that I've given to it. It's the gift, and because of that I really am a monk.
Mm-hmm.
For that truth. I try to stay healthy for it. That's one of the reasons I stopped everything.
Yeah.
Just like that, because of that. Because I want to. I try to be healthy, I try to be fit, I try to love well, treat people well, all those things for that very reason.
What are those things that you stopped doing? Will you talk about it a little?
Why?
Please.
I really like to have a beer in the afternoon. It was really fun. It was I got tipsy, I fooled around and stuff, and I love my coffee in the morning. I've had coffee for quite a few years in the morning, and just sat and contemplated life and drank coffee. But recently I had a vision that my purity depended on giving up all these things, and that this is the I don't know, one can say the last something. It's just there's a new era of my existence coming in it, and requires an extremely pure state of being, and I just stopped them. I stopped already. I had stopped marijuana just because it's not available, and trying to take it through customs and stuff is so dangerous. So you can't use it.
No.
Alcohol is everywhere. Beer, I can go down to the supermarket and get a beer, but when I drink a beer, I can't sing, and which is more important.
Mm-hmm.
Coffee, I can't sing after coffee either.
Yeah.
But it's early in the morning, so it's more of that wake up call thing. But it also is acidic, and it's burning, and it needed to stop. And so I can feel the recovery in my body from those things. I'm starting to have ecstatic states without having any of those things. And I'm also recognizing that it's more important to have singing available to me whenever I want it. If I want to sing, then I sing.
Mm-hmm.
And when I drank a beer or had a tequila shot, I couldn't sing until after it cleared.
Yeah.
And it was it was hard to know when that was.
And there were a few times in which
I did. I almost hurt myself.
You would sing or you'd want to, and I'd have to tell you can't.
And that's the wrong way, because I need to have singing available to me at all times, because I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. I'm really proud of you. I think it's really inspiring.
It's kind of a sort of a proof of what the devotion, how earnest the devotion is.
Yeah. You can just like that, you can just stop drinking. All these things are addictive, so.
All of them. We were looking around the city and everybody smoked cigarettes, and they're all addicted to it.
Oh, yeah.
It's a city addicted to cigarette smoking, and it's sad for me because I really like it here.
Mm.
It's the one thing I liked playing in the park, but immediately I realized that somebody could just sit down and start smoking up a storm and not care a cent for my voice. They almost did it once. So it makes it's almost like they're cursed.
Mm.
Because in a sense they can't receive this extraordinary sound, because they smoke, and thus it's a kind of a cloud of something around them that keeps them from having the blessing of the singing that we do.
Yeah. That's an interesting way of putting it.
Yeah, I've been seeing it that way for a while now. We're kind of, in a certain sense, you can't even, last night we almost weren't able to eat. People were just light up their cigarettes right next to, I wouldn't have been able to taste my my delicious fatty dinner if they smoked, because that would have decimated my this. And that means that you can't taste anymore. Amazing to me that people don't realize that. It's just cuts off the connection between the smell and the taste buds, which is part of the experience of eating. This is kind of cute.
What's cute?
It's kind of cute.
What's cute?
Having you sit like that talking.
Okay, I think it's nice. I think we should do it on a regular basis. You have a lot of wisdom to share with people.
You do?
Yes. So cute. You have anything else you want to talk about?
Death is my teacher.
Why?
Death is coming. To really own that, feel into what that means it offers an opportunity to live in the most blessed way one can. And people treat the universe and the world the way they do because they think they're going to live forever. They don't feel into the truth. So they then just shit over everything instead of recognizing that they're just here for a moment. And when they're here for a moment, then be good and beautiful. And that's what I do.
That's what you do. You're a great model for that. You're also a great model for following your heart. You've been really good at that for me. Really helped me to follow in the last couple of days, like getting kind of off track a bit with that. You always remind me.
It's not easy. Mm-mm. It's not easy to follow one's heart because there's so many other messages happening. It's like when I go on the balcony and look out at the beautiful view, out of the corner of my eye is this flashing billboard that is putting out these iconic advertising, selling somebody's something, so that person can buy a big car or a big house or something. And it's interesting with having that beautiful sunset and then having this flashing something right out of the corner. It shows exactly what life is. The heart is that sunset, and the misdirection and the attempt to catch your attention and pull you away from the most beautiful time is this billboard. And
trying to fucking sell you something.
Trying to sell you something, trying to pull your attention towards it. This is life.
That's profound, my love.
It is.
Really. I'm not biased.
Right.
Thank you.
You need to get up.